Hey everyone, welcome back to the series. Rex Rumpleby here with Resourceful Roxie and Coastal Highway. Taking another lap around the long dark. We're waking up hungry and thirsty from a night of quartering up a fresh bear. The bulletproof bear, as he's been dubbed, after a violent encounter with him on the ice yesterday. Roxie prevails, but barely. We are working on recovering, getting organized, and making our way around Coastal Highway, gathering tools and supplies that we've left in various locations across the map. So today, our goal is to kind of finalize our game plan for getting all of our stuff in one place, or at least in as few places as possible, and probably start crafting some items. We have a few spots. The Rabbit Grove cabin has a lot of our original bear meat. Train loading cabin has some stuff up there as well. The log sort cabin, the fishing camp, and then there's one trailer that we've kind of lost track of, and I'm not 100% sure where it is. So we need to make our way back to that location and get our stuff out of it. Gonna put the rest of the bear meat away and basically just get out there and start walking around. We are just continuously heavy in this run, and it's been a constant struggle with inventory. I'm trying to figure out what to carry and what to leave behind, and it really doesn't even seem like we have that much stuff, but we just keep collecting loot everywhere we go, and so that's resulted in quite a bit of carry capacity being compromised. Oh, we also did lose some quality clothing in the bear struggle, and our brand new rabbit skin hat took the brunt of it. Our wool mittens were completely destroyed. So we'll be on the lookout for another pair of wool mittens. That would be nice. Otherwise, we can maybe make some rabbit skin mittens. Those do carry a little bit of a sprint penalty, but it's probably all right, seeing as that we're not straying too far from any particular base at this point. We are on the constant lookout for wolves. Already taken down a couple of bears, but we need to run across the street to Misanthropes and clear out that cabin as well. Kind of tempted to, I think there's an area over here that I missed the first time through that has maybe some saplings, and like down there, and then I think we didn't walk all the way to the end where we can score a couple of extra rose hips. So I think I see them ahead of us. And believe we can grab them before leaving the map, which we will do. And I would survey this area, but I think it's going to be too foggy. There's the saplings I was thinking of. We have, I think, one arrowhead, so we really don't necessarily need those, but while we were back over here, it occurred to me that they might be there, so I figured I'd come check it out just to see if my memory served me correctly, and it did. We'll go back into the house and just drop the gear and kind of go disaster style over to misanthropes. Hopefully the weather will break in the late afternoon and we can leave waterfront cottages with some better visibility. I'm fairly certain I can make it over to misanthropes without getting lost, but it is a slightly challenging walk out there because I'm not 100% sure where to go. I'm just going to follow my footsteps home. That way I know I'm not going to get lost going back here. And I'm going to collect as much of the sticks that I can. So we've got some firewood in this house. This will be a good base to get organized. We got a bunch of bear meat to cook up, improve our cooking skill, and secure our food situation. So 22 sticks, not bad. We're going to lay the saplings out to cure and just take a quick look at what we've got here. Just going to do that and then bring 3 back. Actually, we're doing all the synthetic stuff, so oops. We'll just do it like this. Hold on to that guy for now. And put all of the food away, except for the cattails. We're going to hold on to the rifle, which is kind of the main thing that's making us really heavy. That's good for now. And we'll see if we can make it across the ice. Do misanthropes. Looks like maybe the weather is clearing a little bit already. It's really just a straight shot from that first tree. If you hop off that ledge and go straight line, you'd make it. It's kind of a good thing to remember. It's like it looks so easy when you can see, but then the blizzard rolls in and you're hopelessly lost when you're only 100 yards from your safety. I don't think we're going to have a bear issue because we took him down last night. And takes him a while to come back, if he comes back at all. So now we're just kind of keeping an eye out for wolves, which can appear anywhere without warning. I was doing a run over here, not too far back. Might have even been a misery mode attempt. And I killed like 4 rabbits. Picked them all up, thought I was good. Get back to the house, skin them up for some pelts. And some food, and wolf just came out of nowhere and killed me. Ended the whole thing. No barking, no footsteps. Just there he was. Okay. So, alright, that was really good to come back to, because that's going to allow us to make our... And that might have been all that we left here. We made ourselves a note. Rabbit pelts, deer pelts, guts, and saplings curing misanthropes. Got it. We can clear that note. And let's not forget the random trailer. Don't remember where it is. Don't remember what's in it. We definitely don't want to forget it. I think while I'm here, I'm going to grab some of these curtains so that I can repair our bear clothing that was destroyed. Or nearly destroyed. It's a major bummer to lose those wool mittens, because those are pretty good. And the rabbit skin mittens are good because they offer some protection. They do give you that sprint penalty, and on the easier difficulties I like to stay as light and as fast as possible with the clothing, because you're usually so much heavier with everything else. So the fog rolled back in, so now we get to test our navigational skills. See if in fact we do remember how to get back across the ice. I don't know if we walked down here the first day. I kind of vaguely remember doing this, but I want to check it one more time. I don't know if anything ever necessarily lives down here or not, but it doesn't really look like it. See if we can stay down here if I'm going to fall on the ice and regret all of my life choices. Looks like it's relatively okay as long as I don't get stuck right here. Huh, not on the ice. There's one way to find out. We might have to. Should be far enough away from the shore to where this isn't dangerous, but just never know. Alright, so I think the best course of action from here, it's getting a little bit late in the afternoon, will be to gather all of the items that will be useful to us at the garage, Mainly our tools and all the stuff that's like curing, which might already make us too heavy. Maybe make the rabbit skin gloves and then come back out for our quest to find this mysterious trailer. It feels like I'm already walking heavy. We'll check it when we get inside and see what we can manage. Should be okay. This is going to make us heavy for sure. See how heavy it makes us. We're leaving all of the food behind, but that's okay. There's the destroyed mittens. We'll bring those with us and break them down. Okay. Let's remember that the waterfront cottage has food, clothing, matches, stem, in case we need that. And lots of bear meat. Alright, so we're a little bit heavy. We are giving off minimal scent, but that doesn't mean... Oh, you know what else I want to drop before we go? There's all these sticks. Those are going to live here. There we go. Now we're underweight. We'll pick up all the sticks along the way home. Have some for the garage as well. I'm not going to take the time to chop down any of these like fallen limbs just yet. When we start getting a little more reliant on the food that needs to be cooked, we'll take the time to... Should have eaten before we left. Take the time to gather proper firewood, but picking up a bunch of sticks works for now. I'm just going to keep an eye on that hunger meter, and if we can make it back to the garage without having to eat any of the cattails, that'll be great. But if we need to stop and chew on some of those to not lose our well-fed bonus, then we will absolutely do that. So then we'll drop off that stuff and then I guess go up the hill, like kind of by that meadow. I don't know why I can't think of where that trailer is, like how to get there. That guy's been looked at. A few new feathers. One. Alright, there's wolves on the ice. Let's see if they end up smelling me over here on the road. We saw some timber wolves the other day as well. Those are Just regular wolves out there. Get pretty hungry. I think I'll just eat a couple of the cattails so as not to miss it. I don't think those wolves are sensing me. Keep an eye on them while we eat. Just watching wolves, chewing on cattails. Another day in paradise at Coastal Highway. So we ended up getting the bear out on the ice. And we got one up at the campground, but there also was one that was walking around in town here. I don't know if that's the same bear that ends up patrolling the ice, or if we possibly have a third bear patrolling the grounds. Definitely going to take a more defensive stance if we do encounter another bear and try to go for him, because that almost ended badly yesterday. Very, very badly. Alright, how are we doing in here? Cured, cured, cured. Those are all ready. These are all finished. Black bear seems to take a while. We have our materials locker, which I think what I'd like to do is make this one the materials locker, and we'll bring it out. So move the water into this locker, and then we can take this one with us. Can live more by live over here by the workbench. We can get kind of cool with it. That looks pretty good. Still kind of encroaching on the window, but so is this shelf over here. So, all right. So what's done and what's not? Those are all done. That's done. Those are done. So many guts all of a sudden. Okay, the black bear hide and alright. So we have another black bear hide to drop. And some more guts. And some more a little curing room. Cool. So let's see. It's almost night. Maybe we spend some time making the rabbit skin mitts. I think we have the gear for it. We need 4 with 2 guts. Eight hours with fishing tackle, but do we have sewing kit? probably reduce that time significantly. Let's see what we got here. Rabbit skin mitts, 5 hours. We need to eat before we do this. And we might be able to do it before dark. So just go with the old stuff first. And hopefully this first one won't make us sick. Okay. Alright. Roxie's back to being fed and watered. She's got all the gear she needs for the mitts. So let's do it. Let's just see if she'll send the whole thing. It's gonna get dark on her. Almost. 1 hour. Okay. What can we do in the dark? We can break these down. We had a torch that can be harvested. And some rose hips to be prepared. That's probably good. Running low on lantern fuel. Maxed out our stick quota. Sticks can live up in here. The coal. And let's see if we have any more lantern fluid. We do not. But we do have 2 lanterns. Just one of them we can break down, I think, will allow us to do that. We get some fuel out of that. We burn an hour, get a piece of scrap metal. And yeah, we got 2/3 of a liter out of that. It's pretty good. All right. Oh, interesting. I'm holding 3 rifle shells. Can make it over to the bed. We'll just go to bed. A little more water and a couple hours of sleep. Finish up those mitts first thing in the morning. Should be light out. We'll go grab our gear. Okay. 1 hour to go for that. They do offer some protection too, so that's nice to have. And then the deerskin pants could be good. That'll make Roxie look real rugged. So we do have three hides, which I think is enough to do it. And we need 3 more guts in 12 hours. So we would spend all day doing that. I think we can do it though. Got plenty of food in here. She's got all day. We'll do it in maybe we'll do it in 4-hour increments and just keep an eye on her. Make sure something weird doesn't happen. First one went off without a hitch. I think she can make it another 4. She might get a little thirsty. Alright, yeah, she got thirsty. She got hungry too. So maybe we will pause the deerskin pants crafting for the day because it's going to get dark on her. But we can go outside, get some more firewood that's laying around. This is all like condition. Yeah, so we must have picked up those shells that we shot at the bear. I didn't even realize we did that. Let's see if there's wolves patrolling. I don't smell, so should be okay. Just grab a couple of these things that are right here. It only takes 5 minutes to break up these sticks, but I always feel so exposed when I commit to those. It just seems like it shouldn't be an animation like that. There's a ton of firewood in the town square here with all of these limbs that are down. Plus there's like pallets and scrap wood that's all laying around as well, so we should have no problem keeping the fire going here at Coastal Highway. Trying to think if there's any other little task we can do here before it gets dark, aside from maybe picking up the rest of these sticks and looking in some of these houses that we haven't marked as searched yet. I think we finally are getting organized here with this one. We put an X on it, I believe. Yeah, so that one's considered searched. You see that one already in front of us has an X. Far one, I'm pretty sure we've been in, but maybe we go take a quick lap through that just to make sure we didn't leave something behind. Even books and stuff at this point we can bring over to the garage to use as fuel. And if nothing else, we'll put an X on the door so we don't keep coming back to it every time we come back to the town. Oh, it's dark in here. Alright. So we definitely have been in here. All of this is searched. We leave anything. Good thing we came back. We're gonna need those matches. Take the charcoal out of the fireplace. There's the dresser. Yeah, that would have been the place that we left something, so I think we can pretty much call this place tapped out. Obviously there's cloth and wood to be broken down. You know, we can start collecting some lights to make our base look cool when the aurora comes, since we've got such a close walk. Something to do at night. Actually, a lot of lights in this house. I'm gonna be heavy. Alright. And then we'll do this. So we remember. Trudge our way back to the garage, carrying all of the non-functional electrical appliances. But we know the secret. Speaking of the secret, the mine, Coastal Highway, not the one at the top of the map that I pointed out as we were traversing the upper tier, but the one on the lower level out by the log sort. I don't think we've even put eyes on that yet, so that's definitely a spot that we are going to want to check out. And I believe that's the Aurora mine where we can potentially operate the elevator if there's an aurora. So that'll be kind of a cool thing to do here pretty soon, because we're pretty well organized now, and we've got a good bit of gear. Oops, we got a good bit of gear, and we can definitely stash some food on our person, so that if we happen to get stuck down there, we can try to survive a couple days and wait for the next one. That wouldn't be ideal, but I think we're gonna have to go check it out. I mean, it's part of being on Coastal Highway, right? I'm just gonna stash these here for now until we get a better idea of how we want to do the base, because I haven't really done any housekeeping yet. But we know that I'm thinking like maybe we turn this into a big old bedroom. Okay. I don't think I have anything to cook. Teas and coffees. I can cook up these fish. Let's do that. That one's already cooked. Use one of those fire logs. Just something to do for an hour or two here while we wait for the night to set in. And then in the morning, finish the pants, and we'll go on our little journey for the trailer. All right. This one takes 20 minutes, the other one takes an hour. Let's just expedite this one. What are we still holding? Do I have those, yeah. 2 liters of water then. Because we only have to melt that snow. 34 minutes, and that takes an hour, which will be just about perfect. So we can expedite that. That's now done. "24 minutes until melted." Expedite that. I'm going to take that and give ourselves a good torch to have in our inventory. The rest of those sticks away. This little piece of tinder. Give ourselves some more tinder and drop the matches. How many matches did we end up with? There's 140. 164. 188. We have over 200 matches. That is crazy. Alright, where's my bed? There it is. Alright, it seems dark, but I think it is actually light enough to craft the rest of our pants. Just give her a nice full belly, some water, and stumble our way over to here and see if it's light enough. I think it will be. All right. So now she's looking pretty rugged. Guess you can keep the jeans on. It doesn't even really change anything. So the deerskin pants alone are fine until maybe we find like a warmer layer there. But we basically just gain a sprint point back is all that really did, is to lose the jeans. So works for me. Be nice to repair that hat. Do we have one more rabbit pelt? We do not. That's okay. Dusting sulfur is definitely something we do not need to be carrying around. And what else do I have? 2 salmon fillets. Oh, our bad water. Do this real quick. And now we've got good water. 3 liters of it. 2 salmon fillets. 13 cloths. Probably don't need to be holding that much cloth in between bases. We know we're coming back here now with a plan of action. I like what I'm seeing. Let's hit the road. Oh, we have tons of lantern fluid over here too. Point 3, point 3, point 3. This one's the one to use first, just because the condition is lower. Alright, up the hill we go in search of the mysterious cabin. Now, the only thing I can think of is a wolf up there. Is that it was like there. Oh, he's interested. I'm just gonna walk away from him. It'd be kind of cool to take him down since we're so close to home. I don't think I'm gonna bother with that right now. Guessing he's gonna lose interest as we move up and away. We got a flare and a torch to deter him. We've got a rifle to arrest his movement if necessary. I'm gonna try to leave him alone. Unless he refuses to leave me alone. So this was kind of like the turning point, right? Maybe it was this way. Because I think when I went up there behind us to that cabin and then cut to the left, we ended up on the upper tier without even really realizing. And right here might have been the fork in the road that we overlooked. Is he still following me? Yes, he is. Oh. Alright, so now we've got a little bit of a situation because we could get, potentially we could get pinned between 2 wolves, which is something I don't want to happen. We startled the first one. But see, he's now waiting for us. So... oh, this guy's coming up. Alright. Do this. Double wolf situation. If you're healthy, you can walk right into them. They won't... the fire, they do not like the fire. So you can get creative and drop the torch and aim at them to get them to run away, but if you are, you know, not injured or fatigued, there's some stipulations where walking up to a wolf with just a torch will cause them to run away. But if you're feeling strong, probably are strong. And as you can see, just right back there, we just lit the torch and kind of charged him, and he wanted nothing to do with it. So it's a little bit of a you know, get brave for 10 seconds kind of situation, but it does work. And I'm actually going to put this torch out because not only do I have 200 matches, but the wolves seem to be gone. Okay. Once again, I am lost. Now we're at those cabins. Which I think that wolf is eating a rabbit. I wonder if we can take advantage of the situation. Got him. I mean, he was just right at this cabin, so we can cut him up, store him, continue on our way, get a wolfskin pelt out of it, and also a rabbit. So felt like an opportunity that we had to take. We'll do this though, just in case his friend decides to come back. We don't have a whole lot of fire. The wind will probably pick up on us. Only picked up 5 sticks. I bet there's books inside this cabin across the way. And now it's getting... How much is this going to take? 30 minutes. Let's see what happens. Just wait for the bark. Okay. I'm going to drop all of that so that we're not attracting anything while we do that. Probably should have left the rabbit out of my backpack as well. Okay. Is there any kind of a container in here? That'll work. And let's see what this... I think I only want the hide and the pelt from this guy. Oh. Oh. I was like, I don't have his pelt, but it's because I didn't drop it yet. Okay. I want that. I don't want that. So, I don't know, what should we call this, like the 3 cabins? I don't know if it has like an actual name. But we'll just say 3 cabins, wolf, meat, and pelt. curing. Okay. Continuing on. Not sure how many wolf pelts we need for a wolfskin coat, but that could be a cool thing to make next. I'll have to go out onto the ice and try to take down a couple of them. And then I'd like to make the bow and as many arrow shafts as we can out of the birch saplings just to do it. But we only have, I think we have 1 arrow and 1 arrowhead, so we'll have 2 arrows, which is enough to hunt. You just have to be very conservative with your shots so that you're always able to retrieve your arrows. This doesn't feel like the right way to go. I feel like this is that cabin. I think there's like a tier that I'm either missing or I'm starting too far over, like it's further east on the map. Because if we walk up there, we're gonna get to the mine. That leads to Pleasant Valley. But no, it's definitely not behind us. We've already passed it. It wasn't too far from the town, which is why I just dropped this stuff without even really thinking about it. I thought it was going to be kind of a non-issue to get back there, and now I'm just totally spacing where that is. So there's the mine back there. That would lead us to Pleasant Valley. Put eyes on that already for you guys or not, but there you can see the entrance to the mine. Tomorrow, I think we'll walk to the mine that's like the Aurora mine. We'll go there maybe like late at night so that we can sleep during the day, and then hopefully there'll be an Aurora in the evening that we can access the elevator with. Go take a quick run through that secured area and make it back up before the night ends. But I'm just going to backtrack to the garage, and if we don't see the trailer before then, maybe it was just a figment of my imagination. We're picking up some good gear along the way. Got a wolf pelt curing now, along with some wolf meat that we can try to eat. See if it'll give us parasites. Got the old abandoned lookout over here. That was just a deer. Get some food. 49% moldy salmon. That doesn't seem like a good idea while we're out here walking. Thought I had a little more food on me than that. It's alright, we should be able to make it home. Couldn't ask for a nicer day to be wandering around. At least we're not in a blizzard. It's like when I get to this switchback, I start feeling like we're close. And I've probably been making the same mistake multiple times as we've come down here. Try to look around a little bit. I know that we like traversed some snow to cut out some of the road. So I'm thinking that instead of going down there, we go across over here. And that might change up our course enough to put us on track. I don't see anything down there. Just gonna keep looking over these edges and until something looks familiar. Okay, so there is it might be back here. Oh, there's a rope over here. That I was not expecting to see. So maybe that means we're one level too high. I think that's what that means. Looks like this is easy enough to come down. I see a trailer, but it's the same trailer that we've been looking at every single time we do this. It's not the one that's where the road forks. Where is that trailer? I can't picture it. Here we are back at like this silent meadow. And I believe this road is just going to take us down to the cabin and then eventually back to the garage. It must be further west than I'm thinking. I must not be walking far enough. Or maybe it comes down from lower. Because yeah, now we're just back above the town. And there's that cabin over there. And that's kind of the end of the road. So strike 2 on the search for mysterious cabin. But we did succeed in moving our gear, for the most part, back into the garage. Caught ourselves a wolf along the way. And everything's looking pretty good for the time being. Tomorrow, I think it'll be good to pack up a good amount of food and all the tools that we might need for spending the night in a mine, one of which would be a bedroll, which we don't have. With him. At this current moment. Still do have some daylight, but this is a pretty good place to kind of call it, I think. What else were we thinking about making? Talked about wolf skin. Coat, we need 4 wolves for that. And bearskin coat is worth 2, which we have. What about the bedroll, though? Where does that live? Also 2. I think that'll be a better use of our materials because we don't have a bedroll. So, yeah, tomorrow we'll head to the mine. Bear's gonna take a while. That one's done. That one's done. That one's got a little bit of time. Those have some time. Oh yeah, we were talking about making bow and arrow, so let's do that right now. That'll be a perfect way to end the episode and the day. Start with, we already got arrow shafts. Simple arrow. We'll need some of those. So we can already just make up, I think if, okay, this is one of those ones where it's kind of sneaky, like, it doesn't say anything about needing tools, but if it was an hour and a half, right? But if I pick up the simple tools and then go back to it, now I can select the tool. And it's 1.12 hours. which saves a little bit of time. If we had quality tools, it would be even less. I'm going to eat that salmon, but I'm going to wait until we go to bed for that. This stuff is just really not ideal. But just need something small for those granola bars should be good. Everything is about 50%. Just enough to where you don't go hungry while we're making these arrowheads, or these arrow shafts. It might end up getting dark on us anyways. Okay, so that's 30 minutes. Let's just see what that looks like. And the bow takes 5 hours. There's no way we're getting done with that tonight, so just keep carving away at these arrow shafts. I guess they don't give you, I thought that they might give you some archery skill, but it looks like they don't. Alright, and now it's too dark. I believe that's what happened there. Yeah. Okay. Let's eat bad food. Double check that we've got our antibiotics. We do. We'll start with this moldy venison. And we'll go with moldy salmon. Got away with it. Alright guys, thanks so much for spending your time with me today. We'll pick up with Roxie tomorrow morning and we'll pack up a good kit and we'll head to the mine and see what the Aurora mine is all about. So say goodnight to Roxie and we will see you on the next one.